Welcome to the Talk of the Two.
What's between us and you?
Audio testing sync.
Okay.
This guy. Who brought this guy?
That's our temp. We have a temp today.
Our other temp. Alright, we're good. Ready?
Oh yeah, you would walk in front of the camera.
You gotta make sure. I mean, y'all weren't talking to me. Alright, testing 2.
You about to take my line. You extra ready.
What?
Welcome to the Talk of the Two.
Where's between us and you?
Man, we are excited. This is episode 3. We are just having fun. We're just getting started. But hey, man, today we got a special guest. Finally.
We do. We have somebody real special for y'all today.
Is it too early to bring in a special guest? Or we're on episode 3. Is that?
Who cares? It's our podcast. We
It
do
is
what we
our,
want.
man, we run the show over here.
You know what I'm saying? What's up? They're not paying no bills yet. You know?
Not yet.
We can set something up.
Nah, we getting the monetization. Getting ready.
Getting ready.
Nah, but hey, to my left, somebody special to both of us. Like a brother to me. Really close friend of ours. Close friend of the podcast. Bruce, did you have any special names for him?
Is it weird I was about to call him white chocolate?
Oh, no, man.
Because technically that's what it is when I see him. Because like,
I'm the intern.
You heard it here first, guys.
he admitted it, y'all. He admitted it.
I'm the behind the scenes.
Behind the scene, you know what I mean? He said it with his own mouth. Okay. Hey, we'll eventually keep it up, kid. We'll get you that. We'll get you that percentage.
We're gonna make you a nice little T-shirt that says,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, any questions? Talk to my guy right here. He know what to do with it.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, but he also has his own podcast called Roll-Up Varsity or Varsity. I don't know which one he would rather it go by. But man, we're super excited to have my dog Curtis.
So love. I appreciate y'all for having me on this. Yeah, I do host a podcast called Roll-Up Varsity. It's based around national recruiting, high school football. That's the main focus. I have a co-host named Connor. Me and him go way back, and that's really what we run. If you guys have any questions on it, dive in.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So, where are y'all looking at for some high prospect talents right now?
A lot of the talent comes, mainly South Florida, but the state of Florida, you got Georgia that's producing real well. Texas is a huge football, high school football state. Like they have stadiums, their high school stadiums be like college stadiums. And then California, there's a lot of other states out there, but those are the main states that really pull bread and butter prospects that end up getting to the NFL.
Is there a specific school you try to recruit for? Just gotta get that out
For the podcast completely unbiased. It's national. You don't have no favoritism. My personal favorite school is the University of Florida, though.
That's good. That's good to keep it unbiased, so that way, like whoever listens in doesn't have to hear from one mindset.
Right. When I talk about the programs, like last podcast, I talk really highly about the University of Miami, which is somebody's in main contention going against Florida when it comes to recruiting. But they've been fire on the trail, and like I said on podcast, it all depends how they put it on the field. But when I'm on there, it's a different Curtis when it comes to like recruiting and favoritism, stuff like that.
Yeah, I personally heard you shoot your podcast a number of times, and it always blows me away of how much knowledge you guys have, but mainly you, obviously, because I'm around you so much. Like how much knowledge you have on sports, but even to have it on just like the college aspect of it, you just know so much, and that's mind blowing.
No, I appreciate it. You got to see me one time. We were on our way to Louisiana, and the podcast had to get shot. So thank God, Bossman over here has a car with Wi-Fi on. Saved the day. I did the podcast live from a van, SUV, and it ended up sounding great. The fans loved it, and they loved that I'm dedicated to it. Instead of saying, miss this show, end up going and doing it.
So I do have a question quickly relating to college recruitment now. How do you feel now that athletes can get paid?
The NIL, name, image, and likeness. It's great for the players. I know past players are probably like sick that something that didn't happen their time. That's great. It's kind of ruining the process right now because it's really a bidding war though. So I'm all for it. I think they should just put caps on it. Like a player could get this amount and only this many deals. So even the top player coming in, he could only have a cap. So it's still a level playing field. Because right now you got states like Texas where they have bigger money. You got oil money in Texas. So you're telling me this guy could come in and offer more. It's just like negotiating NFL contracts at this point instead of a kid going to where he really rather play play football. Because you got to think about it. If you're going here and this school's offering you figurative numbers, 500,000, this place can only offer you 100,000. 400,000 is a lot of money coming out of high school.
Thank you.
So
yeah, I had a discussion at the barbershop one time. They were asking because they asked my opinion about us. I'm for the players because some people this their way out. This their way for family. Like,
exactly.
Because the moment you start getting bread, that's what it's about.
And then for me, what going and deciding your college is supposed to be about is mainly where's the best fit for you. You know what I'm saying? And then this is more taken away from that vision. It's more like, look, 500,000 is life changing money. 100,000 that'll get you right. I mean, but if you blowing it, you blow that fast. You know what I'm saying? So you end up going to the place where, hey, this probably would have been a better fit, but you need that money right now. You came from the trenches, you have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
those are stuff you got to think about. But I mean, these are some real good questions, man. It's something I might have to bring to my podcast. I'm gonna jot some of these down to take for the talk of the two.
Hey, go right ahead, man.
Hey,
Our
we all
podcast
collab.
is
We
your
love
podcast.
it. We love it.
Yes, sir.
There's a home for Roll-Up Varsity. So.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. I see the way that you guys orchestrate this, and I told you guys from episode 1. I mean, you see podcasts start off, even the higher up podcasts like that's going on now that people are making a lot of money from. You see, episode 1 is nothing like what y'all created from jump. So
right.
Honestly,
for ourselves, it's been dope to see how episode 1 we did it. You know, we got our critiques, but everybody that was critiquing, like we already did episode 2 and got better. So it was like we did our minor adjustments before anybody could even critique. You know, like, and then before episode 2 even drops, we're back again shooting episode 3, and it's much better, steps further than where we were in episode 1.
Yeah, and with my podcast, it's more so. Connor, he's my co-host. He sits there and he's in a different location at times. It's not like an in-live podcast like you guys, where we're in the same location, so you can have it all set up. It's literally on a laptop camera, but we have like a mic and talk like that. So it's cool to see this, like this aspect of it. That one, we have recruits coming on, so we can't really be in person because it's going to be recruits in California, recruits in Texas. They can't fly in just to do a podcast. It will really limit the guests that we can have.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's real dope to see this. Y'all doing your thing.
And
Appreciate it. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking about critiques, so what did you hear back after dropping the first video?
For me, the people that listened to it and watched it, they just showed love, like just telling me how they're excited for us to keep going for week after week, every Wednesday dropping new podcasts, the visuals. I think everybody just enjoyed the fact that we were because a lot of people, they know us, they know how we are, and we're just on here just doing what we do, talking and shooting it up, and I love hearing that type of feedback.
Yeah.
What about you? How was your feedback on your end?
It was pretty interesting because, like you said, you know, we just do it natural. So I'm here sharing everything with you, and some people, I feel like I keep my life really quiet, and I didn't really realize it.
Yeah.
Until people started asking me like, "Oh, you have a girlfriend? You got a girlfriend?" I'm like, "I've been had a girlfriend." I was like, "Oh." I didn't tell people I had a girlfriend.
Right, yeah. They
so
just
that was definitely interesting to see. And then even she actually saw it and she was touched a lot. Like I just racked up a whole bunch of points.
Yeah,
so it was.
Hey, we might have to, you know.
It's all about them points, man. It's all about them points.
Shorty in debt.
You know? So.
Shorty in debt. She owe you points. What's she doing to make up your points?
No, it's never like that. You know, it's all love unconditionally.
You know,
hey, that boy just got some more points. She owe him more.
Yeah, a little bit of back rubs, little scratches.
Scratcheroos, as you would truly call it. Y'all came to this household, man, let me tell you, they got nicknames for everything. Chill. So when his wife scratches his back, it's called scratcheroos. So
it is what it is.
It's patented though, so if y'all use it,
don't try to
throw some to my boy.
Hey man, we have our own code, man.
Scratcheroos.
Yeah. You ain't got no lingo with your girl that you
I do. It's hard lingo. That's it. Simple as that.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna disclose it on.
Nah, I just
on the open and free talk of the two.
Nah, let's get monetized. They can find out the lingo when we start paying. You know, like you just said it.
Run that check.
Hey, but to talk about your girl, I think the last time we talked was 4th of July. How did all the surprise celebrations go? Is there any more surprises?
So 4th of July is her actual birthday.
Right.
And I'm gonna just say I had a long week, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's a lot of work. ain't nobody tells it's gonna be this much work. Yeah. And I'm not saying it about her. I'm saying about her friends, bro. I'm gonna vent real quick. Can I vent real quick?
Go ahead, man. Have the floor.
All right. So, quick synopsis. Like I said, my girlfriend, her birthday's July 4th. Threw 2 surprise parties for her. You know, did not expect it. One in the beginning of the week, one at the end of the week, because she wanted all of her friends, but scheduling couldn't really be done. But there was a couple situations of trying to organizing this, and not to sound messed up, I can see why there's always like drama within friend groups and girls trips and all that stuff, because everybody was going back and forth talking about we can't go here or I can't make it there. Can we do this instead? Yeah. And honestly, hearing the back and forth, the situations, some of them I could understand, but it made me have a perspective how much I appreciate y'all boys. Because there's a situation with the restaurant where last minute we didn't know there was a minimum requirement. Yeah. And some people are in a place where they couldn't handle that, and I understood that. But we couldn't really do nothing about it, and they were feeling like, oh, they might just show up or something, and I was that's not cool. All right. And it did get me because I was trying to figure out why is this like something I need to think about. Like, this is your people. Yeah, what's the hesitation? They sacrifice. And that's really what it was. And we talked about this, I get angry, especially if it's like someone I care. And so we were on the phone, me and some of her friends, and I made a comment, wasn't appreciated. And so eventually I talked to my girlfriend about it, but then my girlfriend, she knew about the situation because I was transparent about it. Right. And then, you know, it didn't cause any issues with us because she knew where I was coming from. But for peace of mind's sake, like, I'm trying to be as concise as possible because I know this is something that happened between me and her, and she was cool with it. And we're good with it, but it just again really made me realize how much I appreciate y'all as my boys and friends. Because no matter what, like if something happened, y'all showed up. Right, y'all didn't hesitate. Y'all like, oh no, we got you. What's up? What's good with it? 100%. And money's never been a problem, a value, or nothing. We always know we got each other. Right. Yeah. And so.
Yeah, it's no tallies. It's no tallies over here. It's like I got you sometimes.
Exactly. Sometimes. Right. And we know what it is because we all growing up together. We're all coming together. We're not leaving no one behind. We're not choosing favorites. And she feel like she kind of got put in that place with some friends. Right. To where now it's like that. And another funny thing is that like meeting someone in person, because it was finally my first time meeting them, and they didn't know what to expect. And she told me later that one of them was like, oh, when he saw us, like he had this face like he was just like apparently a mean mug. Yeah. And like I just had this look, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself like, did I do that? And she's like, she didn't realize it either. I was like, I mean, I might have. I don't know. They had annoyed me already. Yeah. So maybe they did see it on my face. And then there was even another guy that came, and he was like, oh, I saw him, and I was just like, he was just so big, and I just backed off. I'm like, that's crazy. Y'all don't even know me like that. Right, yeah, I'm real kind. Well, not
damn, like, damn. You soft? Nah, hey. But and I think that's more them mentally, though, like, because people like, I mean, Zay's somebody who doesn't judge. He's not going to see somebody big and be like, well, I mean, you know me personally. I don't know. I might got a syndrome where I just don't see size. So it's like I'm not going to see you be like, oh, he's big and think like, I'm going to just make my own conclusion after like meeting.
So there was a couple of situations like that. It really was. But at the end of the day, I straight told her this. I said, listen, I don't care if they see me as the big bad dude. I don't care if they don't want to spend time with me or meet me. I am here for you. Yeah, you just care about 100%. Exactly. I said I showed up for you. I did this for you. I give a damn about anybody else, and I give a damn how they feel. Let them do you wrong. They can definitely see if I'm that dude. And I think once again, like it really solidified who we are together because it's just like I was trying and I'm making this effort, and it kind of now opened her eyes to other situations. Yeah. So there's that.
How long have you guys been going for?
To be honest, it's kind of a funny story. We had started talking like a year or two ago, but then it kind of fizzled out. And then she did a DM slide on one of my pictures. Like I called the picture around the world because it was funny too. That was a picture from me from another date. And
oh my god, did she know this or she gonna find out this podcast?
She knew.
Okay.
She knew. I was like, it's crazy you like this picture.
She'd be like, excuse me?
Nah, and that's the funny thing. Like, she met me when I was like going out with the people, and I didn't lie about that. Mm-hmm. And she was still cool, and that's the thing. I saw the effort she was putting, and I appreciated it. Right. And at some point, like, I just let other things die out, and we just focused, and then we just decided to be together for that. So we knew each other for like a good 2 years or so, but to be like officially like together in a relationship is only like since April we were official together. Yeah. But before that, we were together from like September, just like going on and everything.
Yeah, I mean, and it's good to go through these things early on, so you guys know what like about each other. You know what I'm saying? What to do, not to do, how to move, how not to move. So. Yeah.
Because that was funny thing. Like one of her friends were trying to use this as an argument, trying to say like, oh, that I made like we had issues, and she was like, that's before we knew each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, because now you guys learn. It's all a learning curve relationship. I mean, you got the main guy right here.
Exactly.
Goals, but you know, you guys don't want to put in the effort to be goals, man. I'm not putting that effort in right now. But
and that's what I'm saying. He's all right about it. He's right. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of time, like talking, discussing, trying to figure out how to do this, and finding what we like and how we organize things. It's also funny, like now being incorporated in somebody else's family, cause seeing that and everything. Like I kind of get it now. How you're talking about like girl dads, man. Let me tell you, girl dads. Let me tell you.
I mean, I already know. I got a daughter myself. Yeah. So I know if anybody would ever come over, what 100%. Time it would be.
It was funny. Like I realized, like when you meet the father, it's like it's a little different. Like you get sized up, and it's just like, It's because
I'm nowhere near ready for that. Right. I'm so not ready for that.
Oh my god, I can't wait to watch you go through it.
Yeah, right. Now I'm nervous. I'm gonna be old as hell because that's not happening no time soon. It ain't gonna be no like 15. So yeah, I might be a good 80. Talking, you're a nice guy.
Oh, you're married. No, because that's not.
I'm in a wheelchair coming to the wedding. Oh, it's not gonna be no 16, 17.
It's not either, but
nah.
So
hell no.
Yeah, it gets tough, man. It gets tough.
It does.
I'm not ready.
It does. So
man, I'm sick. I'm sick thinking about it.
You sick?
What?
Yo, you ever saw Den of Thieves with 50 Cent?
I think so. I think I did watch it.
That's how we all gonna rock for like, when they pull them into the garage or whatever, and they all had the guns.
Let me come talk to you.
No.
Let me come talk to you.
Man, you talking about Bad Boys?
No,
I know what you're talking about, but I mean like the synopsis. Like, you remember the Bad Boys?
Hell yeah.
2?
You ever been with a man?
But nah. Yeah, that's classic. I love that movie. That's like one of my.
No, but it's exactly gonna be like that. We're gonna pull him to the side, and he about to get he's sized up. He's gonna see everybody, all their uncles, and be like, "Look,
and you know, talk
make
about
sure it's the right decision right here. You want to mess this up? If you even come up in here, it better be full life. And treat her like a queen, cause
it's a life.
Don't get on this side. No, life or death right here.
Listen, cause you guys said Den of Thieves, all the scenes with the guns and talking about uncles, like y'all just went to the range. Y'all all had them things, so just have that ready.
You saw the spread.
Yeah, spray game.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, y'all boys really went and did this without me right now. Like,
I tried to invite you, man. We had 8 guns over there, man.
I told you it was a busy week. It's been a real busy week.
We shot so many, and the shotgun. Oh my god,
the shotgun was different.
So for me, I don't really feel it. Like even when I shoot his AR, I'll be holding it. It's fine. The shotgun, I don't feel it like that. But you can't. Like, how do you aim it? Like when you blow, it's gonna shoot wherever.
That's true, but that's why it's the buckshot, I think.
That's why it's spread, but it's crazy.
Yeah. That was always my loadout when we were playing COD. I was always getting that shot.
Oh, right. Damn, Call of Duty was the game.
Oh my gosh. A big bruiser. I was going first. I had the shield and the shotgun, run up in that thing.
We might get the temp soon.
Yeah, for real.
But, speaking about a bang, how was y'all July 4th? I didn't get to really spend it with y'all.
You saw a little bit of it.
I'm looking over at Zay because, I mean, July 4th is real interesting, man. It's a lot of fun, but so we went out, we grabbed some fireworks, some of the bigger ones this year. We went all out, and so we let one firework go off real nice, and then my brother right over here thinks it's smart to put a firework on top of another firework, right? So that's not a level surface, and you know, it's a big bang, right? So, you know, it'll rock. Okay. So I guess he don't really like me that much. So what happens is he knows, you know, I'm standing in the sight that if it falls, right? So what happens is a firework goes off, and then it falls and it faces towards us. So I'm telling everybody get back while I'm running. My daughter was already back because she's more scared of the fireworks. So she was already back, but got even more back. She was about to stop sign, shoot deep. So I'm thinking, yo, you know what? This is going straight. I could turn right. I'll be safe. So what happens is, I guess it hits off Miguel's foot and hits into the pocket that I ran into. So Zay, he's gonna attach the video. Y'all gonna see, cause I was recording the firework and I'm like, oh! I start screaming and running.
All right.
Oh! Get out! Get out!
So it ends up going off and then going off on me, and then I have to jump. I jumped the bush, like it was like some Call of Duty, just lay crouch, and then just for safety. It was, you could hear my voice. I thought I was so safe running into that pocket. It just, I appreciate that though, man. Thank you.
It was the first time I ever went to TNT and got the actual like bigger size ones that go like up in the air past the homes. Bro, it's the first. Usually we go to Costco, we get the $100 big.
I go
bag.
with you usually, yeah.
Does a nice little show or whatever. But this time we got those deals where it was like 5 for $89 or whatever. And yo, those things were rocking it all.
Different.
Bro,
Ain't nobody check to make sure it's stable.
For the first one, obviously it was on the flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
So like I didn't really, it was on the floor.
Yeah.
So I didn't really see like any like action from the floor to the firework when it was shooting off. But then I put the second one directly on top. I was like, just gonna stack this one up a little higher, get it a little bit more above the houses.
You wanted it to shoot up higher. That,
you know what I'm saying?
That little like 7 inches of the firework height. You wanted to see that go up.
Miguel was like, that's gonna fall off.
Yeah, like literally when he lit it, we were like, oh, man, it's too late.
Not even when I lit it. Like it already shot off like 2, and then he looked at me. He's like, "That's gonna fall off." And then he noticed he didn't really have time to like fix it up. And I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "That's gonna fall off."
And nobody had nothing to throw at it,
bro. And then it did one more thing, and I saw it like jump up on the other box. I'm like, yo. That thing's gonna fall off,
yeah,
bro.
when y'all watch this video, I go, oh, and I just go. I just
that
go.
Thing goes,
and then faces.
It looks right dead at us. I was just like, oh crap.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Bro.
We were out of there. It was. I mean, it's a good memory. It's something I'm not. And my memory's terrible, so it's something I'm not gonna forget. There.
No,
it was hilarious,
bro. It was. I didn't know what was gonna happen, bro. The neighbor's car.
Oh, it's all in the video. It's all in the video.
It almost went through both windows. That's how I saw it in my head, like it's going like in through the windows. But yo, it shot like right there.
You see the first explosion right next to me, and then all of a sudden it's on me, and I'm like, oh, and then I don't know how I did it because I mean the bushes aren't that tall, but it was like a vertical or a horizontal jump, like horizontal. I don't know how I did that.
You ready for the combine?
I mean, if you do that situation, I'm all pro everything. But regular, like when I was looking at it the next day, I was like, how the hell did I get there off of like a jump?
Yeah.
Like, you know how cats get scared and they just go?
Yeah.
It just happened. Like, I couldn't even do it again. It was nuts.
Hey, at least we had to see some fireworks, man.
At least everybody's safe. I already told, so I have this coworker, I love him to death, Roberto. He had 2 eyes at one point and then ends up having a firework accident and it takes his eye.
Wow.
Yeah, he lost the eye. Real cool dude. I sold cars with him. And so I already told him going into it, like, I'm not really that, like, I'm not lighting the firework. I'm not doing none of that.
Touching nothing.
Yeah, so already I'm not rocking with it, and then this happens. So it's like,
I love fireworks.
I can't wait for more fireworks.
I love fireworks, man. I'm so happy we do this twice a year.
Twice? Nah, let's make it every year.
Every month. Let's do a monthly thing.
I would love that. Yo, sign me up.
Monthly fireworks.
I
put
would
in the
love
budget.
that. How was your fireworks? How was your 4th of July? Besides like the
I'm trying to think.
Did you like watch any fireworks? Did I ask
Mostly when I was driving.
Yeah.
We were at a rooftop bar called, I think it was East Blue or something. It was a pretty cool, nice vibe.
Yeah.
It was really nice. But the only fireworks started going off were like eyeballs and just staring at each other from across, like each other, just like just looking. And I was just like, I wish someone would say something, but
Oh my god.
So It was a nice evening though, because my girl, she was really happy because she got 2 surprise parties.
Right.
She didn't expect nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to her majority of that day, and I heard it when I called her like towards the end. She sounded like she was crying, and she's like, "Oh, you didn't call me and everything." I felt so bad. I was like,
But it paid off. It worked out.
Exactly. So I was like, she's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like she forgave me for not calling her on her birthday.
Yeah.
So
On the birthday.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good though that she was, because I had a ex that, I mean, you couldn't even do surprises because
Oh no, I told her don't do surprises.
You have to fall in line with certain stuff. So like if I didn't do that, it was already like to the point she would blow up to the point that it's like, all right, this is the surprise. So now you happy? It's like, oh, I didn't know. It's like, well, could you have just calmed down a little bit and just let it play its course? Like me, I'm not sitting there hot because you're not talking. I mean, whatever, you don't want to talk to me, you don't talk to me, and then when it come down to it, I would have got surprised by,
this is
you know
what it was all about.
Right. So I'd be like, look, this is why I was doing this, or this is why I was acting like this. It's not nothing sus happening. I'm trying to make you happy and surprise you.
Right. Just let the day play out. It's your freaking birthday. You don't think I got something planned?
Right. Like, we're together. I'm not ignoring you on your birthday. Just like, that should be your hint that something's going on. You just don't know what's going on.
The funny thing is, like, I did talk to her. I said happy birthday to her like at midnight, and I texted her today, asking her day was at work.
Yeah.
Right.
And I sent gifts and stuff, but I wasn't like as communicative as I usually am.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's because another thing is that I had one of her friends flew in, and I was helping her friend out.
Yeah.
And I was trying to make sure she didn't see where I was going, what I was doing. So I was just like real quiet. So.
No, that's for sure. I mean, like I said, it's good that you have that with her though, that she didn't spaz on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah.
Real solid.
That is real solid.
Yeah, but I just told her don't do surprises for me. I don't like surprises.
No.
I'm not a surprise person.
I don't like
either.
surprises. I mean,
I had that surprise dinner that one time.
yeah, and you were there that one time.
Yeah, you did have a surprise.
That was, I love that though. I'm not gonna lie. My grandma was there. You were there. Like everybody was there. Everybody I wanted to be there was there. So that was lit though, because I definitely, if I got a surprise, I didn't expect you to be there at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So the fact that you were there was amazing, bro.
And the only this time,
And I don't like surprises.
no, I was gonna say there's only one time that you guys did a surprise for me. It was here.
Yeah.
And that was like years ago, but that wasn't the last time because after that I didn't like really start no, you weren't here.
Oh,
It was a random because again I didn't expect no one. Like y'all had a cake. And stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. And after that I was like, oh no, I don't want surprises.
You know what's crazy? I could have been hit. My memory is it's so bad. Ask him. I could be there, and then you'll tell me like, oh, you were there. I'm like, nah, I don't remember
No
that.
way.
Yeah, my memory is horrible. So it got to be something like me almost dying because of fireworks to make me remember.
I'll definitely get your life in perspective.
No, for
Get you
sure.
about it.
For sure.
So, but
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But hey, man, should we move on or?
yeah, let's get to that next part.
Well, we have a little segment. You already know because you be behind the cameras.
Me? Oh, I love this segment. Can I say it?
Yeah, sure.
The music, is it the music minutes?
The music minute.
See, my interpretation of a music minute is they was gonna start a minute timer and just talk about Brent Fayez, Giveon, Drake. Honestly, never mind. In a minute time, cram as much opinion and facts, but that's not the music minute. This is music minutes. I'm talking to.
Yeah, music minutes.
No, but I like the name Music Minute. You know what I'm saying?
Music minute. We just do a little rundown of our take on music today or
Whatever
certain
you want to
artists,
pick up or something like
whatever,
just
like
musically
anything musically,
inclined.
man. Because we both love music. We both have a connection, which is music. So we like to incorporate that in our conversations, and that's honestly been a lot of our conversations ever since we've linked up and became friends.
And it really has. Like, we'll always be asking for latest albums, latest drops, or did you see this video? Have you heard this artist? Oh, they did a remix of this song.
Did you hear this selection episode?
Hey, listen, 2015, BC campus studying.
Word.
I remember the first time I heard of Goldwing, heard Bryson, just all those remixes, and I told you about it, and then we seen them blowing up so much.
Yeah, the Goldlink one was crazy to see, like in front of our eyes, coming from us finding out about him on selection.
Because nobody was listening to him whatsoever.
Right, yeah, like
but
a lot of the names
out,
that we listened to, like
Masego. Back then he had pink polo and everything on that.
Right.
I don't know if you ever heard Mahalia, but she was on it. Like, Selection and Colors was really giving the music.
Yeah, Colors was going crazy too.
Oh, it was wonderful. I mean, it still is cool, but now it's like, again, the early conception of it.
Yeah, like, because Colors was actually like honing in on people who weren't really in the space, like up front.
And that gave so many opportunities for them, which is great. Like, they got all these major deals. We found more talent that was just hidden in pockets that weren't getting a chance. And
it's like when everybody was looking at SoundCloud rappers, like we were just running to Selection and Colors to find out our R&B, our neo souls, all those type of different vibes. Because I feel like me and you, we have that in common to where like we're more so on the smooth side, R&B side of things.
I have those moments. I have those moments where I just want to chill and listen. But then I also have those moments where I'm out here like listening to like mainstream Joe trap, hip hop, just whatever.
Yeah, turn it up.
It's those moments where I feel like introspective. Those beats and melodies is just great because it's wonderful just to close your eyes and just let the music play and let it take you somewhere.
Yeah, I enjoy that a lot, man. I enjoy that about those shows. I still turn to Selection.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy I went to the first show he did in Miami.
That's dope.
So wonderful.
That's so dope.
Again, I wish you would have. That whole weekend was
a crazy vibe for you.
It was funny. Oh my gosh. I know I've told you, but the first night before, I somehow ended up at a bar.
Yeah.
In the club. I didn't expect that because they were promoting an event, and I thought it was going to be like a what are those things called? I know the show's at 1-800-Lucky's, which is like it's kind of like an open garden area.
Yeah.
So I thought the place I was going to was a lounge because that's what it was. Because I'm a punctual person. I got there early. I was usually there. I was like, okay, I like the vibe. They have like little seats here. They have some TVs and all everything. And as the night started going by, I don't know when it happened. I see the symbol on the TV. I'm like, okay, it's about to start. Lights off. Strobes everywhere. People coming in. All of these women, men. All the smoke starts coming up. And I'm like, Where am I? What happened here? And it just took me by surprise. Especially because I was there by myself.
Yeah.
And I went to a bar with white sneakers, R.I.P. those sneakers.
Yo, I don't know why you would do that.
Because, again, I thought it was a lounge. I thought I was going to find a spot, sit down, chilling, sipping my drink.
Yeah.
Nah, there was people smoking hookah. There was guys buying drinks, whatever. I end up becoming big bro to some strangers.
Yeah, man.
Which,
what's up, big bro?
You got big bro.
Like these two girls, they were there smoking hookah. And I was chatting, just minding my business because I was trying to listen to music because it was Sasha and Andre Powell playing.
Yeah.
And I was listening to their beats. And we were talking about Selection.
Yeah.
But then some dude start trying to holler at them. And I was like, all right, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
Like, I was minding my business. And then the guy was asking, like, oh, are you with them or anything? These girls were like, no, I'm chilling. And the girl was like, oh, no, this is our big bro right here. You know,
man. I thought he got big bro by some boy. Hey, what's up, big bro? There's some girls that big bro.
But that was fine. Like, I was chilling.
No, I know. I just didn't expect that.
Listen, the most hilarious thing happened afterwards. The guy was chatting. I was like, oh, yeah, we upstairs. You know, we got section. We got bottles. We got hookah. We got whatever you need. We got all this stuff. And I was like, minding my business. Because I'm like, hey, dude, what you gotta do, Dr. Dre? Because he looked like the dude from NWA, the guy that played Dre.
Yeah, in the
and
movie.
I was, and he was short and everything, and he was like, these girls were a little taller, and I was like, hey, go ahead, short king, do what you gotta do, secure the bag. So I chopped it up. I was good. I was like, mind my business, ready to go.
Yeah.
Shawty comes up and he's like, starts tapping my shoulder. I'm like, what? She's like, come on, grab the hookah, we going. I was like, what are you talking about? Nah, stick with us. We're gonna have fun tonight. We do some city girl. I was like,
wow.
That's lit, low key. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I started giggling like, city giggling. Sick? What? I was like, okay, I've never done this before. Yo, these girls.
My first time.
It really was. This made me realize, like, I'm sorry, it could never be me. These girls started finessing these dudes at the wazoo. Started taking their shots, smoking their stuff, getting their drinks, getting all these things. I saw people upstairs because they said they had a section, and some random people, like, they started indulging in other things. I was like, oh, I'm in a movie tonight. Okay, is this 90210? You guys are using that tonight?
Nah, I've seen that firsthand though. I was talking to this girl. Talking's a strong word to me. There was something going on with this girl.
It was a conversation.
Right. That she worked at a club. She was a bottle girl at a club and then a bottle girl at a strip club. And then, like you saying, like the pool that they have, even if you're just a girl going there, you got all types of connections. So then when you were working, like I was drinking for free, like she was finessing dudes and Hey, buy me a shot, but you gotta buy him a shot too.
Yes.
Hey, this section for this, he's coming to you. Like, it was lit. It's a perk that I do miss. Hit me up. No, I'm playing.
Nah, it was,
but
it
it's
was
just like
interesting.
I like being free right now. I'm living a free life right now, but dog, seeing that firsthand is insane. It's like, damn, do I be on the other end of this ever? Like, where I'm just like,
Yes.
hey, you get a shot, but I'm not. If a female came up to me, like, you gotta buy him a shot too, I'm like,
But
both of y'all can bounce.
they don't come up to you with that. They don't
Well,
tell you.
she was doing it. She's like, you buy me a shot, you gonna buy him a shot. And then dudes was buying us both shots. I'm just like, ding.
But I can say it was.
Taking it back. But
was
yeah,
definitely
I
fun.
get what you saying where they could be, oh, just buy me two. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'll buy 2 shots.
And then it was funny because the guys were asking me about them. Again, these are strangers. I don't know them. He's like,
You gotta
oh,
gas it.
right.
You gotta
I did.
gas
I was
it.
like,
Yep.
oh no, they just homies. You know, they cool people.
Yeah, they
just
cool.
whatever.
They, yeah, do
And
your
then again, at the end of it though, like it had to come to an end. People got sloppy. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
thing. I'm out.
Yeah, but
That's good. I don't have that radar in my head. Like, for me, I don't know that limit. So people get sloppy, I'm sloppy too probably. Like, where I'm lit. I don't get sloppy, but I be lit. Like, with them.
I was good.
Y'all
off
know
it.
me. Y'all see me lit. So.
Yeah, it was funny though
Shirts
because
off.
they got
Shirts off. Yo.
it was an interesting night. I got drinks, I got food. I
My
smoked
phone
hookah,
must
but
have
I
been
don't
off
eat.
that night because I ain't hear Bruce hit me. Yo, I'm going to the club. Nothing.
Nah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm the person
I mean,
you're supposed to hit up. You know
Technically,
what I'm
it was
saying?
still COVID. Technically, I wasn't supposed to be outside.
Right.
But, you know.
I didn't hear this. Not on camera. He was
What you
talking
mean?
about,
We in Florida. We wildin'.
he's talking about technically before COVID happened. That's what he meant to say.
Right.
I got
But-
you. We don't incriminate nothing.
I ain't say no names or nothing. And another thing is like I don't know their names. It's just a memory now, and that's fine with me. So
Nah, that's what's up.
it was fun, and then next day I actually went to the event that Joe came.
Yeah.
Such a wonderful vibe, so beautiful outside. Everybody was dancing.
Right.
You've seen the videos like how they have the bounce going, people hitting steps, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm over there like, okay, I'm about to. I know my knees. They not sturdy, but I'm finna hit a little shake. You know, I was up there like, okay.
Yeah.
So it was nice. And I just
Keep
wish
your
I
groove
could
on.
have came.
Have you ever got sturdy though? Do you know what getting sturdy is?
Tell me what it is.
No, just the dance. I'm talking about the dance. Getting sturdy.
You gonna show us?
No,
Ooh.
that's a hard pass. I don't got the knees for it.
I definitely.
my
That's what I'm
MCLs.
saying.
Nah, you know, I tell you, all that MMA stuff be messing my knees up. It's over with.
Yeah.
I had bad knees before it. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just added on to it.
Right.
But
So
personally, I like that. Like when a girl can finesse for you instead of sitting there trying to finesse you. Like I've had girls that finesse with me, for me. That's lit. And then the girls that'll be like, hey, that I don't even be talking to, be like, oh, send me this. And then for me, that's the way you get cut off, and then they get desperate. You go, whoa, you're cutting me off?
yeah, no.
It's like, I'm never going to talk to you again.
Nah.
Real talk. You trying to get in my pockets before you get to my heart. How's that
Yeah.
going to work? That's backwards, shorty.
It is entirely so. So, you just said something funny.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about it's great to be finesse, but once they try to get your pockets, that's when you get blocked. Bro, that's 100% relatable. Because I had to do that recently to somebody. Because I say this, look, I'm equal opportunist. Like, I don't mind paying for something, but I believe in equivalent exchange. I believe in, like, y'all understand that I can put it out there, but at some point, like, let's see the investment back, because I'm not throwing money away for nothing. And it was funny when I was saying it to that girl. She's like, "Oh, you just trying to be toxic and everything. You just trying to be like, what's it called, patriarchy or whatever. Like, I'm just trying to be misogynistic or whatever. Like, oh, just because I'm paying for money, like I'm trying to get anything in return." I was like, "You don't gotta give me nothing in return, but I just want equal energy back." Like,
Yeah, for me, it's like that, like with girls. But like when I'm in a relationship, I like to make sure she don't
entirely,
touch nothing.
like,
Right.
once you're in a
But if I'm
relationship,
just
like,
rocking with you, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. For me personally, when they try and like I say, try and get to the pockets before even rocking with me, I don't even really block them. What I do is just they'll hit me again, and I'll just leave it on scene, and then hit me again, and it just looks hilarious. And
No, I had to take a play out. So one of my woman friends, she told me about just blocking people because, like, you wasting your time, man.
I'm blocking them.
Nah,
Even you know who the person that the crazy story.
Yeah.
You know the crazy. Don't even say the location.
Right.
But location girl, you know what I'm saying? She don't get blocked. You know what I'm saying? And she tapped in yesterday. Calling. I haven't talked to her since not talking to her. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute, and she's blowing my phone up. I'm not answering, and then she's gonna text me, "What's wrong with you?"
Right.
What's wrong with you? Like, can you get the hint? I'm not talking. You're nuts. I'm not talking to you. That's it. I've been around too much insane female. Like, my threshold for it is so minimal right now.
Right,
like,
right.
I'm not, this new me. It's new me.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking nothing. Like, that's why I don't have it, like, I'm not having nothing sustained right now. It's just like, everything's like, nothing solid. Because it's this minimal for me to just cut you off, and then everybody finding that out. It's hilarious. My IG be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's crazy when you realize you got to get to that point. I mean, well, when I realized I had to get, because you said you don't block, but it could have been avoided, because my friend told me from a minute, like, yo, that girl's crazy. Like, like in the past, like some girl was crazy. I was like, no, she's just let's rock with it. I should have ducked and weave. I should have just left it alone, because now she was like on my phone talking to me crazy after, especially because, like I said, when I put out that I have a girlfriend, you're like, oh, you got a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like I told you. And they felt some way, and I was like, why are you getting mad? Like, I told you I was seeing this person. I told you that we were just chilling, like it didn't work out. Yeah. And like we discussed this.
Yeah.
And then she hit me with the whole full name. And the moment she did that, I was like,
your whole full name?
My whole full name. She's like, all right, goodbye.
That's over with.
Entirely so. The moment she hung up on me, I was like, I got a girlfriend. Who am I talking to?
Right.
I just block, buy, delete. Because I try to be nice. Sometimes I think I'm trying to be too nice.
Yeah.
Because I still try to foster friendships or relationships, even if it doesn't work out. But like once she starts getting disrespectful, and I'm like, you using up too much of my energy. Like my girl don't argue with me. Why am I going to argue with you?
Right. Yeah.
So
for me too. Like if a female sit there, like females like a dude that like to see the fight from a guy. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, like if you ever hang up on me, I don't expect me to call you back. No. That's not gonna be me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, sit there. Like that's over. We might never talk again. That might be the last time. So.
That was the last time you hung up.
And then a lot of times the girl calls me. Oh, so you weren't gonna call me back? Like you hung up.
Right.
What I'm supposed to? You didn't want to talk no more. So there we go. I gave you what you wanted.
Exactly.
That's it for me. I don't know. I don't fall into none of that.
You know, and technically we're still in the musical minute, and since we talking about this, y'all heard any of the Brent or Giveon albums yet?
So usually I would be already ran through all of it. I would have been ran through all of it. I've been chilling so much with my brother to the right of me, and he likes to, like, he can't listen to it. I don't think really while doing stuff. Like, it has to be on the drive or really honed in on something.
Hey, listening to music is very special to me, especially if it's an artist that I like and I like to digest.
Yeah, like both of them.
Yeah, so really solid. I have to have some type of quiet time. Not even like necessarily quiet time, but just like time to like really focus in. Yeah. But I give albums like 3 listens. You know, hear how it is as a whole, hear what they're saying lyrically, and then hearing how the mix is. So it's like I have to at least try to get one of those off before I can open it up. Not even critique it, but open it up to listening around other people.
Right.
So it's been tough. So to answer your question,
no.
I haven't listened to either or, man. I haven't listened to either or. There's also a Reach Records 116 playlist that came out, and I still haven't.
For the summertime, they be having some. Nice
I listened to like 2 songs, but then again, it was in my boy's car, and I don't like to digest brand new music like that at all. Like I would much rather not play the new stuff. Yeah. Like don't even play it, but I gotta dive into a lot of music. But
yeah, we gotta set some time aside for Brent Giveon, because that's going. Hey, those are 2, and we were talking about it like male R&B guys. Yeah. That had fell off, and that was big for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That fell off, and these guys are kind of the resurgence.
Right. Yeah.
So that we definitely got to get into that. I love them. I play songs for you from them.
Yeah, 100%.
I love it. So yeah, we gotta definitely get into it. But you have listened to it, so what's your take?
Multiple times.
Hold on, wait. Before you, I have a Brent Faiyaz record that I bought and I played it for the first time like this weekend, and it's the chopped and
chopped and
screwed
screwed.
version of F the World. I'm
Yes. You never, this was your first time hearing it?
like, the chopped and screwed version.
Yeah.
I knew that it was out. I don't run to the chopped and screwed version.
You
when I
didn't
listen to
expect
the-
it. You thought you got the actual one.
There's nothing displayed on the vinyl.
That's what I was
that
about to
says
say.
chopped and
Oh
screwed.
my god.
Yo, Roll-Up Records, where my money at?
Yo, literally, he said, he's like, yo, if I seen it anywhere, he'd know, but, and I checked it too. It's nowhere on it, and then you said I'm not that well versed on it, but there's no colors. There's a
Right,
color
like, cause
scheme
purple
It's for the chopped and
normally,
screwed.
yeah,
when the guy does, because he did the same thing for
yeah, OG
21.
Rossi. Yeah, they use purple cause lean.
Oh, wow. See, because I know nothing about this area of it.
Right.
Even though I'm fascinated by it. Like, I love seeing you pull the record out, put it on, play it. It reminds me of when I was younger, because I used to live with my grandma in New York, and we used to play on it. It was way worse than that.
Yeah.
There was a radio, and then that would sit on top,
Yep.
and it was just doom, doom, doo, 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 doo. Do 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 do. Oh,
Nah, you gotta hit it. I was waiting for you to hit it.
nah, it's not gonna happen. Then. Nah.
Nah.
I'm
Speaking
not gonna
of,
butcher myself like that.
speaking of your favorite albums when you're younger.
Wait, but did you
Dive into how you feel first on the music media. How you
No,
spiel
I'm gonna wait until I can
we
have some
listen to it.
dialogue.
Okay.
Cause I want some
So that you just not
dialogue.
talking.
Alright.
Yeah.
We'll hold it off then. We'll hold it. I'll
cool.
I'll listen, man. I'll listen.
We'll listen.
Give me 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, my own personal thing is that it's great and wonderful, but I'll go deeper once I can have a dialogue with
I
you.
feel that.
For now, though, let me hear. You know, you said you listen to music back when you were younger. What was your iconic person, like, you know, that you
Oh,
listened to
growing
as a kid?
up. Yeah, growing up, it's, you know, I grew up in New York. It's the Notorious B.I.G. That's number one for me always. I'm not biased. Like, I still got my top 5, like Pac be in there. You know what I'm saying? It really is mostly New York. Like Nas in there for me.
Yeah.
Jay's gonna be there, but even like Method Man's up there, and he's usually not in like top 5. But if you just listen back then, like,
Yo, honestly, there's a bunch of people who are not in top 5s.
in your
that
top
are
5,
like no in everybody's top 5
yeah.
that are deserving of a spot, but it's just
some
like
talent.
you're just gonna they're not gonna make it just cause
Yeah.
I guess notoriety. How the hell?
But yeah, like my top 5 has switched around so many times throughout my life, but like number 1 for me is big. Like even like now Drake's up there in my top 5. Obviously originally he couldn't be in my top 5. But yeah, like number 1 is just I know any song he could play from Big, I could spit that basically front to back.
100%.
It's just I love
Always been the
Big. I was
case.
fascinated with it. Yeah, since high school he's seen that of me, and that's when we really started knowing each other. So since a kid, but that's because my mom, my dad grew up in New York, so grew up around that. How about you? What's your who's your number 1? Who's both of y'all? Well, yours is Drake. Yours is
my
Drake.
all time
all time number 1 Drake.
hell yeah.
Who's your number 2?
My number 2.
Yeah, that's different for me to find out. Cause your number
I'm
2 probably
talking-
changed it. Was it Big Pun?
As far as rappers,
Yeah.
my favorite lyricist would have to be Big Pun. I relate to him, bro. Like
Yeah.
cut from the same cloth.
I mean, you were a little gordito too.
You know what I'm saying? I still got a little ocean.
Nah, I made a reference the other day. I said Big Pun must have been your favorite rapper. You was really honing in during COVID time in Big Pun. He was like, I'm gonna look just like him too.
I was trying to push 200.
And then who's your number 1?
I was gonna say for me, like you said, your grandma. My grandma was, she was a big fan of Tupac.
Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a big fan of Tupac. So when I spent a lot of time with my dad, he would play that. So we heard him a lot, but it was mostly West Coast artists.
Yeah.
Tupac, Ice Cube. Listened to a lot of like Ghetto Boys because I know they're from like Texas and whatnot, especially Scarface.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of hardcore rap, but also Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson is a big influence, like for my dad.
Michael Jackson's the GOAT. There's no like everybody else. There could be a debate, but with Michael Jackson, like with Usher, there you could have Chris Brown kind of fight it off, and
Right.
you got that argument. But like Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
there's Prince not touching him. It's nobody touching him. You got Prince, Luther Van. You could go way back. They don't touch him, and I love all of them. You know, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, but you talking about Michael Jackson, like you know how many people faint at his concert, like
Yeah, that's wild.
Michael Jackson. he's different. He's
Listen,
on a platform of his
that
own.
whole Astro World thing that had nothing on Mike.
Nah, hell no. People would die. Remember the dude that ran up that podium?
Yeah, he had to hold.
And then he had to hold him while he getting swung around. I don't know if that was choreographed, but
No.
I don't know, like, cause it's that magic. That speaks to Michael Jackson, and like you could possibly think that.
Because even before shows, they would like try to climb into the hotels and everything.
Right.
Yeah, even when he put blanket over the balcony, which is nuts, Mike. Well, who I'm talking to, but but do you know how many people were there to speculate and see that?
Right.
That's crazy. But yeah, he's in a different level. But music-wise, like growing up, I used to argue Big and Pac till I got blue in the face. But when you get older, you kind of mature to the fact that it's like they're both in their own category. Like you can't argue Big and Pac. Like first off, Pac fans gonna rock for Pac, Big fans gonna rock for Big. But when you really break down, like you can't compare them two. They're both in two different lanes. Like
100%.
Pac's more, he's
poetic.
flow, like he's speaking poems but in a flow type of way. And then Big is gonna hit you with them lyrics and he got his flow to it, but it's like damn, like some hard stuff, and then he's more rugged and raw with it too. Yeah, but like, and you just grow up. It's kind of like Michael Jordan versus LeBron when they compare them to. It's two different leagues. Like I used to compare that too, but it's like you just enjoy them, in their own separate, exactly, in their own separate lane. Like with Big and Pac, just enjoy both of them. Stop bumping them. Like for me, it's probably Big than Pac for me. It's close, but that's how it is. And I just learned it because it was never like that. I was like, I can't put Pac in my top 5, Big my number 1, and then now it's just like, oh, they both hard as hell. Pac start jamming.
Just like with Meek and Drake, you couldn't have both at the time when they were beefing.
Oh, Meek and Drake?
You had to kind of like pick a side.
I like Meek, but always Meek. It wasn't even close.
I always like Meek though.
Like Dreams and Nightmares is an all-time.
Of course, that's gonna be the
throwback.
Go straight to the tires off of.
Hey, that's the song I've heard the most when I'm lit. Like out of every song when I'm turned up, that's the song.
Listen, I went to Philly and that is the national anthem. No matter where you at. You can be anywhere. They start playing.
Oh, they gonna ride for Meek for sure.
It was
that, and then March Madness is another one that when I'm turned up, I hear a lot.
March Madness was that Future?
Future, yeah. Now that goes crazy too, and I don't know why. Those are the two songs that like when I'm lit, that's the ones they get active and get me active too.
Entirely, put you in that mind, ready to get.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
But I want to go back because you said something that kind of got me. Why are you comparing Chris Brown and Usher, my guy? Usher before Chris Brown. There's no comparison. Like, Michael, Usher.
Oh, nah. I disagree with you there. Nah. I'm not going to. And it's close. That's what I'm saying. Like,
listen, Chris Brown
and Usher can definitely be a conversation. That's what I was saying. Chris Brown and Usher could definitely be debated. Like, you might have your opinion, but there's going to be people that stand on Chris Brown. But nobody can go against Michael Jackson. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, Michael Jackson in the league of
Let me get some clarification. When you say go against, I'm not saying going against. I'm saying, like, Chris Brown learned from Usher, who learned from Mike. Like, that was the influence. Like, so when you're trying to say, like, oh,
has
like,
he gave credit to Usher from learning from? I think he gives really like Mike
credit. Credit to Mike.
Yeah, but I know there were. Damn, I'm trying to remember the video. Where
I don't know. Like, if they had a versus, that's what's been going on a lot too. Who would win the versus?
Yeah, but they're not. They wouldn't be. I don't think that would be like.
I think if they ever did a versus, I told my wife this the other day. It should be something to where like Chris Brown is kind of paying homage to like the way that was set before him, and they're just celebrating good music, and they go like from they drop an old Usher record and they drop an old Chris Brown record, and then like they go down the timeline of each other's discography.
This is the tough thing with verses. Like verses, you really kind of go head up, and even if you're cool, like Mario are cool, but
they just can't. Usher's too powerful, bro.
Listen,
like I just saw
wanted to beat him as a kid.
Watch this.
I just saw this Tiny Desk, bro. This man got bangers, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like again, as a kid, I used to sing Burn, Confessions.
Right, bro. That whole album.
Gosh. It comes on, I still sing it.
Bro, that whole
it came on, and I will belt it.
Nah, for sure. And I agree with that. But like I said, there's gonna be people that can defend Chris Brown. Chris Brown definitely is not somebody that you can't put up there with Usher.
Right.
Definitely can't. Yeah. But that, like I said, the whole thing about that was Mike Jack. Who do you put next to them? You can't.
No,
it's Mike Jack, and then you can fizzle everybody in whatever category you want to. That was the premise of my statement.
All right, that's what I was trying to figure out. Cause I'm like, why?
Nah, it's not. But I'm saying like you can argue it, but I'm not saying Usher's better or Chris Brown's better. I'm just saying there could
I'll
be
take
an argument.
Usher every day because I remember.
I'll take both.
I was out there trying to.
Yeah, for me they too close.
You know, I had a little earring back in the day.
Choosing.
I'm choosing.
I ain't gonna choose.
Because they're too close though, right?
They're both like.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, this is literally what I was saying about like big and pop. Like just like.
They're so respectful.
Just enjoy them both, man.
I enjoy both.
We
don't have to choose.
But that's what I'm saying. I never been
choose right now. Choose right now.
What song you gonna sing? No hesitation. Every lyric. Usher. You know, it's gonna be
gun to your head. What do you choose? Gun to your head.
I'm probably gonna go Chris Brown.
See?
Why not?
It could be a debate.
I love Usher,
again,
bro.
yeah,
I love Usher. Oh crap! I love Usher a lot. Dog.
Yeah, why you betraying him? Why you betraying him right now?
Gun to my head, first name that pops up to me is Chris Brown.
Like,
excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
So you from, you know what I'm saying?
He's more our timeline. Like we were growing up.
So that's what I was about to say. I can understand that for people because that's.
I've seen him since he was like 14.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. He's following the same path that Usher. That's why I prefer Usher because I can see it all from the young to the adult to like even now.
Chris Brown now though too.
It don't feel the same.
Yo, Chris Brown took R&B and made it his own though.
Yeah,
that's what he did. But I feel like, oh, Chris Brown. Okay, I grew up with this nigga around the time. Like he's only a little bit older than me. Like okay, Usher. Like oh no, like he had his catalog.
Yeah,
I get that for sure.
And it was, again, I wanted to be that nigga when I was a kid.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was just like letting some rain on the window, just looking out of it.
Yeah.
But like gun to my head, that's the one that popped. Like if I had to, I'm gonna go Chris.
Okay, for me, Chris Brown is more like pop. You know, just like he's really.
Yeah, no, he definitely has some pop influence in there. But
So,
yeah, for sure.
But I had to get that off my chest because it didn't sit well in my spirit. Because the Lord said like, vindicate. You know, speak up against stuff.
No, for sure. Yes, sir.
So,
yeah, well, I enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was lit, man. I'm
This
not
has
gonna lie.
definitely been fun.
This was fun. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming through.
You already know what it is.
Here, anyways.
Yeah,
You know?
I be showing love behind the camera, anyways. But
Yes,
I'm happy to
'cause
be in front of it. Y'all get
Yeah.
to see when they talking about the intern,
Yeah.
best looking intern ever. Crazy.
But this is a real solid episode.
Where's our temp? Because we got a new position about to open up.
We out.
Nah, but listen, y'all gotta go link up with Roll-Up Varsity. Check out Curtis, check out Connor, check out what they're talking about. And you know, lock in with them. I know their Twitter and everything has been growing over there on that side. So
I got 600 followers in one day. Yeah,
get it now while you can.
Get us up there.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna post this when we get there. It's gonna be, we're gonna feed off each other. Talking to 2.
Yes, sir.
Make it talking to 3 today.
Yes, sir.
We out.
You know what it is. It's been a talk of the 2.
Between us and you.
We love y'all.
Peace.
Welcome to the talk of the 2.
Where it's between us and you.